Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alexis. I am a mom to two sweet babies that are 2 under 2, 14 months apart. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys my must-haves for traveling with either a baby toddler or 2 under 2. If you're anything like me and had your babies close in age, or if you are planning an upcoming trip with littles, even just one baby or toddler, you must watch this video because during this whole time of traveling, we've taken a plane ride, we've done long car rides, and I'm gathering everything I learned from those trips and putting it into an informative video for you guys so you don't have to make the same mistakes as I did. Now, when you're traveling with 2 under 2, it's better to be prepared than underprepared, okay? We all know and understand, if you are a mother with children, the frustration that comes with toddler tantrums, when they get bored, when baby's fussing, and we don't have what we need. So, being prepared is the key to executing either a plane ride or a long road trip, or just any road trip in general. When you're traveling with 2, you need to be prepared and pack. Pack extra. I don't care how much extra. Like, if you think you packed enough, pack a little bit more because you will probably most likely need it. Okay, sorry. I thought I got both of them to sleep at the same time, but of course when I started recording, my sweet little baby wanted to join. So, she is joining us for today's video. So if you hear her or see her, this is my baby girl. And if you're a mom, you just understand you gotta go with the flow. No matter what, you gotta keep going. You can't let them stop you, right? Okay, first things first. You need a sturdy bag. Like a sturdy diaper bag. We honestly don't have a diaper bag. We just use backpacks. We were gifted diaper bags, but they just weren't practical for our family. We needed something sturdy. Let me tell you, you do not want a bag to crack on you or explode when you're traveling with littles, especially. I know from my experience when we were traveling across the country to California, my suitcase ripped, you guys, like completely ripped. Like, and we had to catch a flight, like literally the same day. So we had to go and get a new one. So be prepared and make sure your suitcases are sturdy, or whatever bags that you are using, whether it's diaper bag, clothes bag, whatever, just make sure it's sturdy because the last thing you want to deal with is a broken bag or a ripped bag. Okay, so in terms of feeding, I know everybody's journey is different with their feeding journey with their little babies, especially for ones who are under 1 year old and still require a bottle of breast milk or formula. For us, we do a combo of my breast milk, donor breast milk, and formula, and now we're kind of transitioning just to formula and donor breast milk. So for our car trips or flights, what we have done is we had a cooler of breast milk, we packed it all in. Once we got to the airport, we filled it with ice, and once we found a gas station, we filled it with ice. It stayed for like a really long time. So that's what I recommend for that. Have a separate bag for your breast milk or formula or every single feeding supplies. If you need a pump to come with you, put that in a separate bag because you don't want to go through your other bags and try to find the feeding supplies, especially when baby is crying and extremely hungry. Now, this doesn't really apply if you're breastfeeding. However, for those of you who are formula feeding or bottle feeding, this is crucial because when you're going through TSA or just any road trip, well, not so much on road trips, but for TSA, they're going to check every single bottle that you have to make sure it's not contaminated. They'll check your breast milk. If it's frozen, I don't necessarily think they check it, but if it's like in a water bottle, so say like you have water for formula, they're gonna check that. They're gonna check everything. So keep it separate, keep it collected and all together in one. I actually wanted to share with you what we do for our formula. So this video is not sponsored in any way, but we do use Bobby. See this? We use Bobby organic formula. We actually started this with my son. when he was a newborn because we honestly didn't have any choice. We needed to supplement. So yeah, we started with Bobby formula with him and we've loved it. They've never had any problems. And now my daughter uses it. So they come in these cans, which make it super easy for packing. We all know nobody wants to go and scoop when your baby is crying, screaming, crying, hungry, right? So I came up with a way to make formula feeding simpler and easier on the go. So what you're gonna need is you're gonna need a bottle. Any bottle will do. Whatever bottles you guys use, go for it and use those. But you're going to fill the bottle. Sorry guys, she sees the bottle, so she of course wants it because she sees it. Okay, so you are going to fill the bottle. So say I'm making a 4-ounce bottle. If my baby usually drinks 4 ounces, I'm going to fill the glass or the bottle up to 4 ounces just with water, nothing else. Screw on the lid. Okay, it's filled with water. And then I'm going to fill this. These are actually colostrum collectors that I got from the hospital, but you can purchase them online or on Amazon, and I'll link everything down below so you guys can see everything that I use, everything that I purchased for this. But yeah, so these are little colostrum collectors and they just have a cap and they're over 1 ounce. So I will scoop I'll make sure this is nice and clean, and I will scoop 2 scoops of Bobby formula because it's 1 scoop for 2 ounces, so 2 scoops for 4 ounces, and I'll put it in this container. So I would have the water ready, I'll have the milk ready. I put them together and put them in the bag on top, because if she starts crying, all I have to do is unscrew this, and then I'm going to pour the formula just right on top of the water, close the bottle, and give it a shake and give it to my baby. Simple, easy. You don't have to worry about pouring the water. You don't have to worry about doing anything, and the water is already at a good temperature because it's room temp. We never heated our bottles of formula for her. We just give it to her at room temperature so she's used to it. But if you guys don't, or if you guys do heat up bottles, what I would recommend is having something like this, because even if you're warming up breast milk, let's say frozen breast milk, you're gonna need water. And we did this a lot too. So we purchased something like this. It's just a Hydro Peak, like something like this, insulated container that can hold hot water. Anything that you might need. So if you want to boil some water, put it in here. You can use it for formula, or you can use it to warm up your breast milk on the go, because sometimes there will not be a stop, or there won't be an opportunity for you to get warm water. All this to say, be prepared. Being extra prepared is better than not being prepared. And if your baby takes more than 4 ounces, which I totally understand and relate, my daughter does too, take a bigger bottle, whatever bottle that you guys use, fill it up to, let's say you want 8 ounces. So fill it up with 8 ounces, and then you are going to put 4 scoops of formula in these bigger ones. So I have 2 sizes of these. These are almost 3 ounces. These are supposed to be for breast milk, and the brand is Medela. So here's the colostrum collector, and here's like a bigger one. So these I always use for 4 ounces. These I always use for either 6 or 8 ounces. So I'll put the scoops directly for that in this one, and that way I can tell them apart. So if I had, let's say if I had 2 big ones and I had one with 4 and one with 6, it might be harder for me to tell it apart. So that's why I put it in different size containers, just to make my life a little bit more simpler. Okay, so now with toddlers, you want to pack as many snacks as you can. And I'll insert a picture of this somewhere in the video, but I just use like a bento box. I think that's what they're called. We got one from Target that's like shaped like a shark. It's really cute, and then it has like 4 or 5 dividers in it. So I filled that with snacks like crackers, cheese, whatever snacks he likes. I put it in there, eggs, and that was his lunch or snacks. And it's good to have a bunch of snacks. I even put some like organic applesauce packets in there. So So he has like a lot of options to choose from, because we all know toddlers can be picky and sometimes what they love one day they hate the next. So having options and a variety is good for when you're traveling. Oh yeah, also don't forget sippy cups. We usually use a plastic straw one, but when we're on the go we just bring like those Miracle 360 cups that I honestly don't care if we lose it, and it's just easier to clean. You don't have to like get in the straw. So grab a cup, sippy cup, few sippy cups, because usually when you're out traveling they don't have sippy cup options, and if you want to keep the peace in mind that your toddler is not going to spill whatever they're drinking, bring sippy cups. Another quick tip is to bring like toddler silverware. So I would bring like a fork and a spoon. I realize that this makes life so much easier because when we're out to eat or traveling, they don't have child size silverware. Packing this is easy and it's more fun for him to eat with silverware, so we always try to pack that as well. And then also on the same note, you're going to want to pack like a bottle brush and a tiny container of dish soap as well. For the traveling part, if your kids are anything like mine, you are going to want to pack some sort of sound machine. Now for us, when they're napping, they don't really need sound. Like when we're on the go, say they're sleeping in the car, or if they were, even when they were sleeping on the plane, they didn't really need a sound machine. But when we're at the hotel, we absolutely 100% needed a sound machine. So this is the sound machine that I take with us on the go. This is just the Hatch, what is this? The Hatch Mini or something like that. It's super easy to use, set up. You just plug it in, turn it on, and it's really loud. It gets really loud. So that was good, especially because you guys are typically always sharing one bedroom at a hotel or wherever you're traveling to. If you have more than one bedroom, that's great, but for us, we didn't. So having the Hatch was essential, because you don't want one baby to wake up or one toddler to wake up and wake up the baby, vice versa. You don't want to make noise and like not have the toddler or baby sleep. So having the Hatch gives them assurance that they're in a comfortable place, just because they use it every day when we're home as well. Having the Hatch was critical. Before we took our flight, I had no idea that I needed the Hatch, and last minute I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to grab the Hatch, because I don't know how they're gonna sleep otherwise. Sleeping in one room is challenging enough. So having this like extra barrier of noise protection really helps. And then we're gonna go through the list of essentials that you need that you probably already know, but to bring things like diapers and wipes and diaper cream. I packed thermometer, I packed a clean Tylenol option just in case if we needed that. Just in case. We honestly don't really use Tylenol, but if we were to need it, I don't want to have to go out and run. So bring a clean version of Tylenol or any kind of like fever reducer or something like that that you are comfortable using with your child or baby. Plastic bags. Listen, blowouts are real and they don't just stop because you're traveling. Okay, so packing plastic bags is critical for when you're traveling, because if you're on the go and you have to make a quick outfit change, you need somewhere to put that outfit, because you can't just carry around a poopy outfit, you know? So bring plastic bags. I don't care if it's like a Target bag, plastic bag, or you can get like little doggy bags that people use to pick up doggy poop. Those are easy and little to use. Just throw that in your diaper bag. Bottles, formula, breast milk, you already know all that. Snacks and sippy cups. I made a list on my phone, so that's what I'm referencing. For clothes, you're gonna want to pack at least 2 extra outfits per day, especially for the baby, because I feel like they have more opportunity for blowouts or dirtiness or spit ups. So we pack 2 extra outfits for them per day for the babies. And for the toddler, I ranged usually between 1 extra outfit to 2, but most of the time just 1 extra outfit per day for the toddler. And then 1 extra pajama for them as well. Okay, also I have to mention this because when we were on our road trip, we were at a certain place and I forgot to pack wipes. We had no wipes. I literally had to use, paper towel, which is so rough. I felt so bad, but we had no other option because I forgot to bring wipes. Even before anything else, have wipes easily accessible and pack a lot of wipes, because you don't want to be like me at a place with a blowout, with no wipes, just bring the wipes. I would even bring hand sanitizer, because if you're at a place where there's no water or anything like that to wash your hands, if you're changing in the car or something like that, you're gonna want to bring hand sanitizer, because girl, we already know that it gets messy, and having an extra layer of protection is always a good thing. And then, so for when you're traveling, also you need to bring a lot of toys. So my toddler is almost 2 years old, not quite 2. So he actually survived the entire road trip of 4 hours there and back with no screens whatsoever. And I was so thankful for this, and honestly that wasn't even my goal, but it just kind of happened, and I rode with it, and it was actually really good. So I packed things like little doodle boards that you can color on without making a mess. So I packed those. I packed a bunch of balls, stuffed animals, books. He's really into books. Little people animals. He loves just like walking around with those. I packed little cars for him. Like, I packed so many toys, you guys. And then for my baby, I packed so many things as well, because she's in the stage where she loves to grab things. So even these little things that I showed you before with formula, she will hold on to them and grab them and chew on them, and she likes them. Also getting things like chew toys, like this little remote, or anything that they can chew on, that they can hold, that they can feel, you know, anything with like edges. I think it keeps them entertained, because our daughter is at the point where she's 8 months, so she's super active, and being in our car seat is honestly really hard for her. A bunch of toys makes it better. Shakers, especially things that make noise, are really fun. Pack the toys and then pack a few more, because you are not going to want to have screaming children who are bored of their 5 toys that you packed. Pack more. Honestly, when you're traveling, more is more. Last but not least, you're going to want to carry some kind of laundry bag. So when you're on the go traveling, you can put all the dirty laundry in there and then pack that at the end. Especially if you don't have access to a washer or dryer when you're traveling, that is critical. And then last but not least, do not forget your child's favorite stuffed animals that they sleep with, because trust me, it's become their comfort. Just bring it. You won't regret it. Let them sleep comfortably. I mean, they're in a new environment, so the best thing that you can do is make it the most comfortable that it is. So if you're changing one thing in their life, make sure they have their extra comfort. Because with us, like our toddler, it's hard for him to sleep in new environments, but giving him things like his favorite stuffed animals just helps all the more. So anyways, if you guys are traveling with 2 under 2, or a baby or a toddler, both, whatever your situation is, I believe in you. You got this. If I can do it, you can do it all the more. Anyways, you guys, I think my sweet girl has had enough of just sitting here. Can you say hi? She's a mama's girl, and she is wanting my attention. So we are going to go now. I hope this video was informative and helpful. Let me know anything that I might have missed. Oh, before this leaves my mind, pack baby soap. Pack a baby soap. Usually hotels don't have it, so anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope this video was informative and helpful, and let me know if you want to see any more videos just like this one, and also let me know if I missed anything or if you have any other recommendations. So anyways, I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Me and my sweet baby are out of here. Say bye, Kiki. Say bye. Bye.